Hello, my name is Louise Pugh. The Truth Recovery Project has been set up to inspire abuse victims to recover their truth and embrace post-traumatic growth in their own lives. We aim to make a great impact on individual lives and create trauma-informed social reform. As an abuse victim who has experienced multi-layered abuse, systematic abuse, I want you to know there is hope. No matter what you've been through, every victim's needs are different. Trauma-informed policing is required. Research shows that 1 in 3 women worldwide have been subjected to sexual or physical abuse. Until recently, it was common for female rape victims to be given a mental health diagnosis instead of being offered trauma-informed solutions. Human trafficking and modern-day slavery are hidden crimes that are not reported to the police. Therefore, data held by the police can only provide a partial picture of the actual crimes, as many cases will not enter the criminal justice processes as they are not reported or acknowledged by the police. The risk for depression is 4 times higher in individuals who are exposed to 4 or more ACEs, adverse childhood experiences, and attempted suicide is 12 times higher. Trauma-informed research also shows how trauma is connected to disease. The Justice Inspectorate report on South Wales Police, it states that South Wales Police does not yet have appropriately skilled staff dedicated to safeguarding children. This is a concern. The report also states that the way that South Wales Police assess and manage the risk of harm to children who are reported missing also needs to be more effective. Reports such as the IICSA 2022, which was published on the 1st of February 2022, along with John 2019, highlight there is a need for the Truth Recovery Project following the J report. 2014, the Modern Day Slavery Act was passed in recognition in law for the need for the government to protect people from human trafficking, as child sexual abuse is the strongest predictor of human trafficking. The increased use of the social model and person-centered experience has highlighted gaps in the mainstream research, which in turn has resulted in changes in the law. As a child, I was not protected by the police, and during interviews, I was made to sit there with a black eye and next to the person who abused me. In the 1990s, I understand that female perpetrators of paedophilia was relatively unheard of. So I can understand the reluctance of the police to follow police protocol in following through of conviction when there are female perpetrators involved. Thankfully, today, in 2022, research into domestic violence and sexual abuse has moved on, as female perpetrators of abuse are now finally recognised following the cases of such women as Myra Hindley and Rose West. Society used to have a blind spot for the women who sexually abused children. However, research and my personal experience show that despite the majority of victims of human trafficking being women and children, according to the report in 2018 by the United National Office on Drugs and Crime, women represent just over a third of arrests. Therefore, police policies and practices need to change to acknowledge that a one-size approach does not fit all. High levels of support towards women abuse victims is required, as every victim's needs are different. The Truth Recovery Project has been set up to inspire abuse victims to recover the truth, to challenge all false narratives spoken about you by the perpetrator. These lies were used to control you and to control how other people perceive you. After communicating with Tom Crowther, Casey, King's Counsel, who was the chair in the Telford inquiry, he has advised setting up a website to safeguard children to push for a public inquiry across South Wales region. This Truth Recovery Project has been set up along with colleagues Dr. Gail John and Vivian Baker, who are connected with the Master's degree in Domestic Violence and Sexual Abuse at Goldsmiths University, London. My story is currently being written by best-selling author, and I am working with the National Crime Agency to improve policing on such issues as serious organised crime to protect victims of abuse. It is a terrible thing to live in fear. If you've been affected by child sexual abuse and you're looking to disclose in a safe environment, please get in touch. You will be believed. We are here to help you. Birds aren't meant to be caged. Their feathers are too bright. Thank you very much.